It's not always a fairy tale, is it?
I always like coming to America. It's always fun, bit different, no big rigs, sort of almost like grassroots racing. You know, a couple of tents and rental vans. Yeah, where you go.
This is gonna be so fun. Excited to go into the battle for the last few races?
Yeah,
Two races to go?
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. It's real tight, but I'm gonna have to pull off something special, so yeah, we'll see.
Like Gracie and the fear of failure and her expectation, it's probably such a new space for Gracie. At the start of the season, I know she didn't think she was going to be in the hunt for a World Cup overall title. Going into Lake Placid, a dusty, tricky track, easy to maybe overcook it a bit and easy to make mistakes, and pretty hard to have a smooth rhythm. You probably hold back rather than being a bit more relaxed and attacking.
Yeah, new track is always tricky. I felt like we had a really efficient first day on track. It was Greg, Joe, Alan. There's lots of sessioning and hiking going on.
It's blown up. It's going to be tricky, but girls look good.
And I did feel good. I just really struggled to get up to pace.
I like the track, to be fair.
Oh, good.
One of us like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Well, she was definitely riding better than me. Yeah.
Lena Frenner, fastest woman on the hill yesterday. Lena takes P1 in juniors. I think Gracie was 5th or 6th maybe in elite women. We're now just heading in for practice before quali day. Looking forward to a good day.
Gracie just didn't, bike setup didn't look great, so we adjusted that after practice yesterday. I think she'll have a much better setup today. You can't push really hard, so you got to be just really calm and relaxed going into corners. You can't rush anything.
Changed the setup a little bit for the next day and it felt a lot better.
In the 7th place, we know Gracie Henry will be moving forward to Q2.
You're going to put more pressure on yourself now? No, there's enough already. So you just take it back.
I should have not put any pressure.
No.
Tough condition, really on it.
Go on! Lena Frenner in the 2nd place, put that Norco race division on the same second as our red Q to go.
Super soft. It's almost like it being muddy, but it was the other end of the scale. It was so dry. I had a crash in Q1, around 10 seconds off getting in. Just had I not have crashed, potentially would have gone in through Q1.
I definitely put too much pressure on myself. You think about what I know I can do if it's all going the right way, and at the same time trying to make a terrible season feel like it's ending well. You feel like you need to do something more, you need to do something incredible right away just to prove to people that it wasn't a waste of a year. But again, I think that's more myself putting too much pressure on it, and now it's at the end, but you still want that like final push that you would if you had the whole season coming into it, which I guess is unrealistic.
Danny, Bodie, you all together. Nice. 3rd, 4th and 5th.
Full aggression, because that's where you need to be. Every tick in every box, that's the one. Aggression out of that fucking gate. Hit, bang, bang, and that sets you up for the rest of it.
Give it a shot.
I literally don't know what happened, but that was that. P10, worst of the year. Too bad it happened. Lost the overall. I didn't have the overall, but it could have been up to this race.
I was on pace. I felt good. I felt I'm ready to ride this track now. I had a crash again, Just landed, my front wheel slipped away and went down, stood up and went for it again, all in, and yeah, that's it.
I just put a lot of pressure on myself, and obviously the overall I was thinking about a bit, probably too much. Lost the plot really to just have fun. This weekend we're just really gonna focus on enjoying riding the bicycle and see what happens, because there's nothing to lose. Literally every single person screams your name, and it's so sick. And the pit yesterday was so busy. It's crazy. We're like one of the favorites here, which is cool.
It's the expectation then. So you sit in number one, you sit in number two, you're expected to qualify quite comfortably, you're expected to be on the podium, you know, and she's never dealt with that expectation. If you just look back to last season with the one final, Lena and Gracie have helped each other develop throughout the year, and it's great to see the bond that they have now. They're very similar riders. They like to send everything super aggressive, go at it as hard as they can every run.
Oh my God! Lena! You almost killed me! Guess you've never raced it. Well, it's long, very physical. The rock garden, it might make you cry. No, it's really hard, but it's so fun. You're gonna love it. Okay. I just really want to have fun and enjoy it, because I've been feeling so much pressure. It's definitely tougher when you're not having fun.
It's all well and good having fun, and you've got to have enjoyment and enjoy the race run. You have to enjoy the race run, but your enjoyment has to come from being on the edge. If it's a run you could have done all day long, it's probably not going to be enough, because at the level the girls are at now, and even with Lena, you can see how hard Lena's pushing, and the times that Lena's doing are getting close to Gracie's, you know, because she wants it.
Look, I'm a trips, I'll pay for the bag. Trips in the ceiling, coupe, we ain't taking cab. I don't care, she act on gang, guarantee that she gonna make it mad. Right there, mashing, I would've been trap in a band, or been breaking.
We want Gracie to enjoy it, and we don't want it to become too serious, but we know that there's another level that she's perfectly capable of achieving if she wants to.
I just tell her I'm taking still. Doing 90 mph and a 50 lane, I doubt I'ma make.
For Bodie, when you watch him on track, you couldn't believe that he wouldn't be in a final. I think he needs to trust in himself that he doesn't need to do anything above what is normal for him.
The problems that I'm working through are not so much the speed, it's just the consistency and the ability to replicate the runs that I should be able to do every time consistently.
I mean, I just don't think I need to come in that quickly.
Say that again? That's what you need to remember.
Yeah, but that's
what you need to remember.
So that was really the big focus, was just being able to slowly build to a point where I can do that 90% run every single time without a mistake. Did pretty well to get close.
There's no lacking in anything from his riding side. When it comes to a race run, something clicks in his head. He has to go above and beyond it, and we've got some ideas on how to improve on that.
What do you say about Danny Hart? Multiple world champion, multiple World Cup winner. It's been a challenging year because he's had to find a way of processing age, but he's relentless. He just does not give up.
Yeah, good.
The guy's got so much to give, and he's such a professional, and I think in Q1, maybe one wrong line made the difference between him getting through. And then in Q2, I think he had a bobble in the rocks, and again, that's all it takes at this level. I do wonder whether expanding that final to 40 from 30 would make a big difference.
Bodie and Dana finished in the first qualifier 21 and 22, which of course they only take 20. If that was race day, you'd be pretty stoked with 21st and 22nd. With the format it is, it's just my opinion, you don't qualify, you're so close, and then you go to Q2 and you're not in. It's a different mental and emotional message.
Right here, we lost 3 seconds. I made a small mistake in the rock garden.
It's a hard one to end the season when things don't go well. It's not always a fairy tale, is it?
Race here in MSA is the last race that I'll be doing for the Norco race division. I have nothing but gratitude, especially after that massive injury last year, to continue and bring me on for this season, and I'm gonna miss it a lot.
His time here has been hard. He had that horrendous crash in Fort William. He was told that maybe he would have a limp for the rest of his life, maybe he wouldn't be able to ride a bike. But to build back to that absolute limit speed, We've seen flashes of it and we've seen it in him. Professional sport's cruel like that, it really is.
Run before Wally's, had a really big one. Yeah, I was lucky that nothing was broken. Ow, that hurt. A bit beat up and sore, but really lucky. Gotta give it a go. And I got to do Q1 and Q2. I got to do an entire season and without injury, so I got to every start line, got to fulfill my dreams.
Doing up 90 mph in a 50 lane, I doubt I'ma make it home. She was sweet in her ends, but it's gone for the club, you're bare in Rome. She wanna do so flat for the rest of the year, till be I've been making dough. Spent all day chasing racks, so do not disturb my phone when I'm in my zone. Ever since my copy the new clip, she want a G and an A and G. So put me the bust on real the Yahwehs and all my pagans weak. Saying I fell off, I'm on my perm, like all 40 Larry on me. I came back on a brand new.
Well done, Schmeeks. Fantastic. Hey, that was brilliant.
Better than the overall. Come on. There we go.
It's good with like missing a race.
Yeah, I think so.
Missing races.
First year.
You know, you need to push really hard. The physicality of it, the stress over the week with their arms.
Getting really bad arm cramps, like I can't hold on.
Today is the day, you've got no pressure. There's zero pressure.
I know.
You're not chasing points, you're not chasing anything, you're secure. So why not just fucking rip the paper off and have a laugh?
Yeah, the fear of failure definitely is probably one of the hardest things to overcome. And it just slowly creeps in and you put all this expectation on yourself as a rider and you want to perform because you know you can perform.
Early this morning, when you knocked on my door, and I said, hello, Satan, I believe it is time to go. Me and the devil, walking side by side. Me and the devil, walking side by side.
Half expecting her to stand up, arms in the air cheering, but then I seen that there was nothing.
I went from watching her on her run, feeling like I was having a heart attack, and then as soon as I saw that, I just wanted to vomit. You don't know if she's gonna be okay, and it was quite emotional.
Fortunately, there was medics on site pretty quickly. Even her mum, who's a trained medic, was there, so she was in safe hands from the very start.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, yep.
She seems very beaten up, but there's nothing that's jumping out. Here she is, look.
I was lucky yesterday, and I was up and walking. Second overall, if someone were to tell me that at the start of the year, I probably wouldn't believe them.
She impresses me every race, every day. Wasn't gonna miss the podium for being a bit battered and bruised. She wanted to be up there.